Hey guys, another Steven Bomb, which means another week of Steven Universe recap vlogs. And these are going to replace the videos I normally do because I don't have time to do both. And I really want to talk about Steven Universe because you guys know I love Steven Universe. So let's talk about it. Sworn to the Sword. This is the episode where Connie and Steven decide that Connie needs to be able to fight along with the crystal gems. So they ask Pearl to teach Connie how to do swordplay. Pearl's a little like, I don't know. They convince Pearl because Connie gives a speech about how she wants to protect Steven and be able to fight alongside. And Pearl kind of sees a little bit of Pearl and Rose's connection with Steven and Connie. So she decides to help them out, and it gets a little too crazy. For those who haven't seen it, go watch it now. Now we're going to talk about spoiler stuff. So, real quick, they changed the intro, and I love the animation in it. I think it's fantastic. I'm going to miss a couple of different clips from the original intro, especially them running on the bridge. I really love that, but it's a new show. In a recent article, Rebecca Sugar mentioned that after Jailbreak, it's kind of a new show, and they need to treat it as such. It's not the same thing. So the new intro is supposed to show that Steven is now on par with the Crystal Gems. Obviously, he's still got a lot to learn, but he can summon his weapon, and he's part of the group. So they decided to change the intro to reflect that. And it's fantastic. Like I said, I'm going to miss a couple of other things, but they didn't really make sense anymore. My favorite thing about the intro, though, is that Connie is holding Rose's sword. That's awesome. I love that imagery. I've been kind of on the fence with Connie. Like, I enjoy that she's Steven's love interest and such, but she can be kind of a stick in the mud. But I think this is the right direction for the character to make me really fall in love with her. Like, I like her, but I don't love her. And this episode got me closer. The actual episode itself reminds me a lot of the episode where we saw Pearl die previously, or get poofed. And especially since with Holo-Pearl, which we haven't seen since then. So it's kind of got an eeriness to it, especially since they're in the same training area. And I think it's supposed to make a lot of parallels with it. The episode itself is fantastic. I love that the show is kind of going into this, like, it's always had, like, a lot of anime-esque style choices when it comes to storytelling. It's very, it's got a continuity. It doesn't feel like an American show. It looks like an American show, but it doesn't really feel like an American one in terms of storytelling. It always reminds me a lot of anime, especially like early Dragon Ball. Obviously, there's some Sailor Moon references and such in there too. But now it's starting to dip into Disney. Like it's almost becoming a musical in a way, which I totally enjoy because it both opens up to a song as well as a montage song, and it reminds me a little bit of the kind of storytelling that Disney does. So Steven Universe is like anime plus Disney plus 2012 cartoon styles, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. I can't really think of anything in the episode that really like rubbed me the wrong way. I think it's a really solid episode, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. Really, that's all I gotta say. I think the new intro is fantastic. I like the direction that the story told, and I love Pearl-esque episodes because Pearl was probably the rawest of the Crystal Gems, and every time they bring up something about Rose, it gets me a little teary. I really did get teary-eyed in this episode. I didn't cry, but it tugged on those strings, and it was something. So, definitely check it out. I'm excited for Steven Bomb Week. I'm really interested in seeing what's going on, because I feel like this week, things are never going to be the same. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Steven Bomb recap vlog. Subscribe!